Enter your hunting season in peak physical shape, like a UFC fighter enters a championship title fight. By the end of this, you'll have a simple blueprint that mimics the way a UFC fighter prepares for a fight. This will break down a lot of the things to prepare that put them all into specific blocks or actions. UFC fighters are the most savage competitors out there. So if we can mimic their dedication and their format for their fight camps for our hunting camps, then it's gonna shrink mountains and improve our confidence. I'm breaking this up into 4 blocks: cut weight, refeed, recover, and then rest up. A simple, phonetic, easy acronym. I mean, who couldn't remember that? Sir. Cutting weight for the season can be a big performance boost. Obviously, you don't want to cut muscle. You want to keep as much strength as possible, especially for elk hunting in the mountains. That strength helps in going up and down and being resilient to injuries, as well as the pack out after the kill. That is really the thing to train for. But being able to shed some of that unneeded weight, and a little bit of muscle might come with it, you're going to drastically improve your performance for all day hiking if you're not going to have that extra 5, 10, 15 pounds on you at all times. Instead of cutting your toothbrush in half, maybe work on seeing what kind of weight you can lose. And looking at this way ahead of time can help, so then you can try to plan out your weight loss on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, so you're not trying to cut too much at once. Otherwise, that's going to have negative effects on your personal life or your training, because you're going to be too focused on it. It's going to take too much time. It's going to be unobtainable, and it's just going to be a slog. So planning that out way ahead of time is going to help quite a bit. So if you can start 3 months out, so you're only dropping like half a pound a week, then that's great, or less than that. Then you can train harder throughout that whole period. Whereas if you wait till a month out and you're dropping 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds a week, that's pretty aggressive, and then you're also not going to be able to train as hard and also be a little more exhausted and mentally fatigued. So the refeed. Now, if you give yourself a full 3 months to cut down, then you can start refeeding a lot earlier. So let's say 4 weeks out from your hunt, you bring those calories back once you hit your ideal body weight. Don't go crazy. Maybe reward yourself a little bit, but don't just go nuts and undo all the work you just did. Get back up to your maintenance calories, and then just maintain that for the remainder of the period. And then that next 2 weeks after you start refeeding again, you're going to be able to train hard. Your body's going to feel great before you go into the taper period right before the hunt. So really take advantage of your body feeling great. It's at its new weight. You can train hard before leading into letting yourself rest up. Figure out what your maintenance calories are. And sometimes it's a little bit of trial and error and continuing to weigh yourself, because using all the different maintenance trackers and things, it can vary a lot. Everyone's different. Get an estimation from a maintenance calorie counter or whatever program, and then after following that, I started weighing myself on a daily basis, so then I can see if I'm trending up, trending down, or staying the same. And that alone can have a big impact in knowing that I'm eating too much or not eating enough. And we're not trying to be in a freaking bodybuilding show or running a marathon to where we're weighing, well, I guess some people are weighing every ounce in their pack and every ounce that they have on them. But I mean, personally, I don't get that into it. I want to be at a good ideal weight to where I'm going to be performing well, but I'm not tracking everything I eat. I think having an idea where you're at and making certain habits can have a big impact in performance going into the season, being at a good body weight. So in the recover period, The recover period can be hard because I know I love training. It feels great when you get a good hard workout in. And when you've been doing real consistent on it for the last 3 months, 6 months, year, it's hard to take that week or 2 weeks to back off because then you feel like, or I know, then I feel like I'm not working hard enough, that I'm not getting the gains, or that I'm slacking off. But really, that's when your body really realizes all that work you put in throughout the year or throughout the training block. You can go into the season just being amped up and ready to crush the mountains, and those first couple days are going to feel easy. If you're in great shape and you let yourself back off for the 2 weeks beforehand, that's going to give you so much energy entering into the season. Right at about 2 weeks out from your season, what I like to do is push it and do a hard couple days or 3 days of hiking, rucking, running, so you can really push yourself and put in a lot of miles. And then right after that period of putting your longest miles in, then enter into a tapering period. Start slowly tapering off, still kind of train for that next week, and then 1 week to go, really dial it back and just maintain that endurance and the strength training. Just kind of a bare minimum to where you feel good, but you want your body to really rest up and fully recover. And then that block is going to be the recover block. And then what's going to kind of go along with that block is going to be the rest up. I think what a lot of us do going into the season is we're so busy wrapping up work and life and trying to prepare for the hunt that we end up going into it in a debt for sleep. And if we're going to be hunting hard and trying to stay up late searching for elk or getting up early to make it to that spot, really going to be losing a lot of sleep through the season. So we want to head into the season fully rested up. I made this mistake last year where I went into the season not getting enough sleep. I had too much stuff I was trying to wrap up with life and work and getting ready for the hunt that I could feel it 2 days in. I was so tired and exhausted, I actually had to call it early one day so I could catch up on sleep. But I am not making that mistake this year. So I'm going to try to prepare and do everything way beforehand. So that last week, things are mostly wrapped up and I am trying to get to bed early and get enough rest. So when I'm heading into the season, I am fully recovered from all my training. I'm rested up with sleep and I am ready to go and kill it. Don't procrastinate on your planning. Don't procrastinate on work or on life stuff. Try to get way ahead so then that week before your hunt, you can go to bed early, you can wake up when you need to wake up, but try to track that sleep and sleep well. Try to do whatever you can to black out your windows, to not have the phone next to your head or in your same room as you, and get good quality rest. Don't burn the candle at both ends for that week before going into season. Some people are coming out west and they're driving a full day to get to their hunting spots, and I mean, if you can try to mitigate that and take a little bit more time, but I mean, everyone's only got so much time off, and that might be a necessary thing you got to do. So the biggest thing is you can be caught up on sleep before you have that full day of driving through the night, so you can get to your camp instead of going into that driving already being tired and worn out before the season. So there it is, my 4 blocks on how to train for a hunt like a championship fight. I know this was absolutely groundbreaking and revolutionary and things that no one has ever thought about. Just kidding, it's pretty basic stuff, but figured I'd throw it together. I was just thinking about it, and this is something that I've followed over the last 5 or 6 years of elk hunting in the mountains. I don't follow it necessarily to the T every year, but it's something I have slowly developed to lead into the season. because I mean, we train and we practice all year long, but I think this might be kind of a gap that some of us have leading into the season, is not closing out all that training perfectly. Not everyone wants to train this hard or think about it this in depth, like training for a marathon or like a fight. But if you want to, if you're training this hard all year, close out that period heading into your season with confidence. Drop that weight, let your body recover from all your training and adapt to all the training, and rest up before you're heading into your season so you're fully alert and you got plenty of sleep to get in debt from, and you're not already in debt before you head in. So I hope you found some value from this, and we'll see you on the next.